You guys are sitting in the alleyway. There's people passing occasionally down the street in front of you. No one seems to have noticed anything.
Furious was actually stopping
Oh,
Tibbs.
Okay.
I don't think that Ellie is back. Is Ellie back?
Oh, I'm here. Yeah, I'm here.
Oh, okay.
But yeah,
Furious is going to ask Tiberius, you still see those, pockets of magic, correct?
I think so. I haven't seen any in quite a while.
If she kneels down and holds the mirror out, can he see what Furious is seeing?
only if he looks into the mirror itself.
You will, because he's naturally curious.
And yeah, you see several various cracks, holes in the ground here and there.
So what Tiberius is going to do, look at the mirror, look back at the wall. Look at the mirror, look back at the wall.
Nothing on the wall. In the mirror, there's something, but back at the wall, there's nothing.
Oh, good. It's invisible.
Another thought I may have had. Maybe this is the guild's doing. It'd be very easy to just pull someone through a hole and make them disappear.
Yes, well, theorizing is all well and dandy, but I think perhaps getting to the root of the problem will give us the answers we need. We can sit here all day thinking about who and what did it, but at the end of it, we kind of need to make sure none of us blink from existence.
That is true, but also knowing what we're dealing with helps. But at least one more person does. She's going to look back at the fountain one more time.
Through the mirror?
Yes.
Mm-hmm. There's nothing there aside from the hole, but you can still too far for the mirror to cover. You're a little too far away.
She will close the box for now, but keep it in her hands.
As you close the box, everyone looks a little confused. You're kind of looking at everyone confused, wondering why you're standing in this alleyway. You have
Just
forgotten everything that has happened.
All of
Right.
us are just Frias.
Prius. You don't know why you're in this alleyway for this.
She just looks down at the box, looks down at kneeling, and looks at Tiberius. She's like,
Are you all right, Freyas?
strange. How did we get over here?
We walked after you opened the box and stopped Flix and Various from taking a swim?
You don't remember.
Felix, are you all right?
She
Yeah.
she looks back down at the box. Well, at least we were successful, but we found one of our strings.
You mean that you don't remember coming and opening the box, then?
I remember Rose pulling out the samosa, and now I'm crouching next to you.
Ah! Good. Alright, so whoever opens the box is going to lose whatever memory they get once they close the box, from the time that they open it to the time that they've closed it. Are we all clear on this? Only open the box if someone's life is in peril.
Nothing's free indeed.
I mean, it could be worse. She could have lost a few paws in height.
Alright,
I
let's.
may already be losing some stuff, but I guess I'll keep a good hold on this. She will put the box back in her bag and stand up.
Okay.
I would like to know what happens when we stop, but for now, yes. Where would we
Yeah.
going?
We were in agreement to go and figure out what was going on, I believe, before you lost your memory.
Right, let's carry on. As she pulls out her book and starts to write.
Okay. And where will you guys go from here? For the most part, at least with the buildings you can see, this building is rather dark. It's obvious no one's been here for quite some time, actually. A little decrepit looking. There's been no foot traffic here at all, even though there's people walking past it.
And would this place that we're looking for be the equivalent of the seedy underbelly? I mean, the seedy underbelly of the seedy underbelly.
What do you think it is?
I think it's a place where the miscreants go to trade for illicit goods.
I believe Glacia told you something about that, but
Yeah.
He did say there was a black market. Various is going to rub his face and looks a little bit almost like he's grooming for a second, though you've seen him do that before when he's stressed. I was saying something.
Yeah,
sorry,
you
cat was making
were.
noise.
Yeah, before that all happened, you mentioned that we had to go down and take care of Pride's Reign, but that there was something that would be required once we made it down there.
I'll be dealing with it. It will be on my head. But it will need simply put, it will need likely blood. And
Are you guys moving by any chance? Are you going down the street at all?
Best to be
probably
moving forward.
probably
Yeah,
talking
let's-
and walking.
Okay.
Yeah, tongue walking sounds good.
Mm-hmm.
I
Make sure you move your tokens, please.
now sorry.
Okay. Can you all give me another wisdom save?
Gosh darn it.
Oh wow.
Hey, I know now.
Oh no.
Okay. All right. That's a save.
Oh,
Foundry's save. Tiberius is a fail. That's a space
Two
fail.
natural 20s.
Gross. That's a save. Various. That is a save.
Oh, there's very current notes being taken. I am worried.
That's a save. Okay. Okay. For most of you, you kind of take a moment to do a head count after all of this. More importantly, Flix and Frius, you notice that you're missing someone. Something.
What's
Or
missing?
at least you think. Or you think something's missing.
Oh no. No!
It might just be the box messing with me, but does anything else feel off to anyone else?
Where's
Flex.
Truffle?
Who's Truffles?
It's nothing.
Flix, what's a truffles?
Must be a pastry.
I mean,
Why are we-
quick roll?
Are we talking about mushrooms all of a sudden?
Doesn't do anything.
Tiberius?
What?
Tiberius knows nothing. Only you four felt as if something was off for a
Oh,
second.
Various just saw him walking ahead and was like, "Not again."
Mhm.
What? What? Do you think I was entranced like you were? Please. Made of much sterner things.
No, you're not.
What was that roll for this?
I'll whisper it to you.
Okay.
Now then, back to looking for a way to get into those sewers so that we can stop whatever it is that's happening, making people go poof.
While they're moving, Rose is gonna keep looking to see if there's any signs that lead to any sort of subway.
Not here at the very least. For the most part, you just see kind of a metro city style road. There's people going across the sidewalks here and there. It's rather lively, but not as much as you would expect in a large metropolitan city.
Flix, please get out of the road. Come on. We can't be falling behind.
All right, all right. All right, all right.
And Tibbs, are you going to wait for everyone?
Yeah, he's gonna wait at the crosswalk.
Now, which way do you want to go is the question. Because they seem to all be following you.
Of course. I
I
know the way.
can't see. Oh, there.
And there's
Sorry.
some buildings here and there. Like I said, there's a decrepit-looking building over here that hasn't seen some use in some time. There's kind of a pool of water here that has various coral and fish inside of it. Across the way looks to be some sort of gathering of various office buildings. Some have their lights on, some don't. But in particular, this building up here looks to be some sort of garage. In fact, you see a couple people walk up to it, pause a moment before walking away.
That seems unusual.
I
We're in a
mean,
place underwater where we could die if we didn't have a dome of air keeping us alive. Yes, that seems strange.
You know what I mean.
Yes, I know what you mean. Let's go take a look. I was just being difficult, keeping you on your toes.
Yeah, that's usual.
Oh. You guys kind of cross over the street. Okay.
looks like it.
There really isn't many carts going along the street, so it's pretty easy just to kind of cross over. You don't have to-
Jaywalking!
You can jaywalk, yeah.
Yeah.
There is an alleyway here. There is an alleyway here.
What's going on with the garage as Rose goes near?
Rose, as you kind of approach this garage, you notice that, much like the building over here, it's a little decrepit looking. In fact, you can kind of see past the shutters, and no one's been here. The lights are off, at least not for a while.
Hmm.
Oops, that's the wrong one. Let's reveal. There's a few other buildings in this area, namely, like I said, office-style buildings. They go up pretty tall.
Perhaps it's one of the people who have disappeared. If no one's been in there for a long time and no one believes anyone lived there, why would they ever go in?
Might still be worth taking a look.
There are some guards here and there, mostly at like the entrances of the office building right about here. They seem to be more doormen than anything.
Flix, do you have any of those blue chips?
Yeah,
Can I have 2?
here you go.
He's gonna walk up to the most upstanding, quote unquote, looking guard he can see.
Okay. There's certainly one in front of the kind of the main entry door. The door itself looks to be locked, so it's obvious that they only let certain people in. The person you're looking at in general is actually an outsider. They're incredibly pale, have almost bleached hair in a way. Their eyes are red, and they almost look a little gaunt, but they're dressed in some pretty I would say, high authority wear. So they've definitely got what looks to be some sort of firearm at their side, dressed rather nicely, but they do kind of look at you as you approach.
Excuse me, sir. I was wondering if you could tell me where I could find the lower echelons around these parts.
The lower echelons. Speak plainly, Rabbit.
The sewers. We've been told that there's a place that we have to go and examine for Lord Glacier, and unfortunately, he didn't give us a map. Shut up, Rose.
Well, nothing immediately comes to mind.
He's going to just, like, absently hold out a blue chip in his palms, covering the other hand.
And he doesn't reach up to take it, but you see a small bat kind of come out from the railings above the awning, swoop down and grab it before the man smiles. It's like, oh yeah, there's a couple around here. If you go ahead and head on south down the road, take a right at the museum. Just about another block down, there's a subway entrance there. Leads you right down there. No one actually uses it for the subway.
And is there a door or a marking we should look for? I can't imagine that it's out in the open with what happens in these kind of areas.
No, of course not. You'll probably see some red tape saying "Do not enter," but just ignore that.
Well, you've been quite helpful.
No one said anything.
Said what?
Exactly. Be on your way.
All right, let's go. It's like dealing with people back home.
You guys keep up with tips?
Yep.
He's not necessarily going too fast. He's muttering around.
Okay. Over here is a nice little kind of small park as well. There's a little lake, a miniature pond over here with some fish, a lot of water fixtures. Over here looks to be a set of residential buildings, actually. I would like you all, when you reach where Tiberius is, to roll me a perception, please.
Do I have to be literally there, or can I just...
It's just more a group roll.
Okay.
Okay.
Hey!
God damn!
And then mine's also plus 25 anyway, so... But...
Various is the one that makes the check. You guys continue walking along, but Various, as you're kind of crossing the road, you kind of look up to these the tall buildings, and for a split second, you could have swore you saw a pale face staring at you from one of those windows, but the moment you look back, it's gone.
Would it resemble the guy we talked to, or?
You start thinking about it, and you look back up. You don't remember.
Are you alright, Various?
I don't remember.
Oh, good. It's starting to affect the group. You know what? Fine. Freys, give me the damned box.
Are you going to continue to stand in the road, Various?
Well, the group.
There you go. Freys, there you go.
Yeah, it's kind of waiting on that. And what do you presume you're going to do with the box, Flick? Or
I'm
Tiberius?
going to open it and keep it playing, because it seems as though whenever that droning, annoying sound is happening out of it, we seem to keep our wits about us. Without it, we seem to be forgetting...
She flips open the box while he's talking.
And it begins to make the chiming, droning sound. You feel as if your minds are a little clearer right now.
Well, you're going to forget this, so Fresh, You're a nitwit.
Not if I write it down.
You can always try closing the box, see what happens.
She's gonna keep the box open because
Oh, Tibbs has the box
Tib-
now.
No,
No.
Reyes never gave it to him.
Oh, okay.
Freya's just literally opened it up as he was talking about giving it to him.
Okay.
If you want to deal with some kind of mental trauma of being unable to remember the last 24 hours, that's your choice. I was simply trying to save you all the headache. Now let's find the museum.
All right,
Gosh, that's
tally
a
ho,
fast
people.
rabbit.
What was that for you?
That was a fast rabbit.
Mm-hmm. Okay, let me reveal more of the city to you. There's my reveal areas. Here it is.
Flex, gotta start walking. There you go.
And of course, some more residential buildings here. You see some parking garages over here. There's carts parked in them and stuff like that. This building over here, in particular, looks rather nice. Like it's probably some sort of high-rise in particular. It's a pretty ritzy-looking building. You're not sure if it's meant for residential or business, however.
Does
does
it
seem
look
to
like a
be-
museum?
No. It's the kind of a ritzy kind of looking building now. If he's gonna keep going on. There are some posters as you kind of reach over here. Some that show like now performing and stuff like that. So maybe this is like kind of a theater, considering how nice it looks.
Darius, you all right?
No, honestly, no. But I don't think any of us are.
When you're right, you're right. Oh, there's Frieza's flip die.
No, I'm just
behind
using.
Freya.
I'm just using that as a reminder that I have the box open.
Okay. You're passing by kind of like a theater type building area.
Oh,
What's
hey,
that?
there's the alley we remember.
Or it's on the other side of the street.
On the other side of the street, you see, let me reveal the rest of it. You see a large alley, you kind of see an alleyway kind of going in here, but this one's a little bit different. This one's very well lit. You see a few shops along this area, kind of in this large building. More importantly, it seems to be a building that you go into with large archways, kind of like a market, like an indoor market kind of thing going on here. It should be hopping about this time, but it's kind of barren right now. There's stalls that are empty, but people seem to be going about their normal lives here.
Is there any signage?
Yeah, there's plenty of signage. Open market here. There's stuff tailing to the casino that's down this alleyway that you know about. Try our fresh seafood, that sort of thing.
Anyone see what we're looking for here?
Also, when would Various get the heads up from Belua?
I'd say any moment now. So, whenever you feel like it. Kind of get that ping in your mental state that she's arrived and that Belua has been discharged of their pet sitting duty.
Ah, good, good. Give me a moment, please.
Right. Oh, hold on a moment here.
Wait, how far is Dimension Door?
Not that far.
Oh. Oh
like
no.
500
not.
feet or so.
Oh no.
It's not very far. And it cannot go through planes, I believe.
No.
No. Which makes Dimension Door a bit of a misnomer.
It is.
One sec.
There you go. That's what Dimension Door is.
Okay. Sorry, I'm looking to see if I can resummon. So it sounds like I can resummon. It's just after a long rest that it would be healed. So
You should be able to resummon him.
alrighty. So he pauses and starts to make some familiar motions. And trying to there we go.
There he is. So, Frias, kind of as you're looking through the mirror, you see a flash of light. As you've seen this before, you know Various is summoning Belua.
Oh, look. A familiar face.
Rose turns back around and sees Belua popped up there. Just deadpan says, "How are the kids?" Excellent.
Does he have any new bite marks on him?
Probably been gnawed on a little bit.
He has at least 9 little scratches along both of his arms.
Oh, poor thing.
I'm glad we're all back together. Now let's continue. The longer we dilly-dally around here, the more likelihood of one of us just popping out of existence. If it hasn't already happened.
Oh yeah, you see the same scene. There is a park here. There's a lot less people in it because it's gotten a little bit later in the day. You see the eatery here. And of course you see the museum, which you passed on your way into the city.
Are there any of the strange chariots on the roads?
There's chariots on the road. Yeah.
Could I cross without getting struck by one?
If you wait for the light to turn a certain color, yes.
Fine, we'll wait.
I mean, unless you want to play Frogger, be my guest.
Mm-hmm. But
I mean,
but currently the way going this way is available for walking. In fact, a few people walk past you. Freeze. There you go.
Yeah, I was waiting for Flix to walk.
And you see a nice little eatery here. There's a bunch of people eating, mostly outsiders.
Now, you mentioned a museum. Where?
Yes, there's a museum right here. You can see these tall walls made of very strong-looking sandstone and kind of like carvings of statues of various beings and creatures along the walls itself. This place is huge. In particular, you can see a large, let me reveal it, kind of dome-like structure near the very back, and it seems to be an observatory of sorts.
is there a button to press to try and force the light to change, even if it does nothing?
Yeah, there's one of those where you just kind of go ding.
Tiberius is doing the impatient click, 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 click.
Yeah, nothing's happening.
I just imagine Tiberius getting bored and starts rabbit punching it.
And you all just kind of hear this little click, 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 click as he's doing this.
That's not going to speed things up.
It will. It's better than sitting around doing nothing. Click, 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 click.
You're giving
you
me an even bigger headache.
Proves you've got a brain.
And you were saying the box was annoying.
What, you want me to click in unison? Fine. He's gonna click it whenever the box makes the droning noise.
And it makes the noise worse. Much worse.
See? Is that better?
Mm, if it wasn't as important as it was, I would throw the box at you right now.
I offered to carry it. Wouldn't be able to press the button if I had it.
And now
You could
it's
say all kinds of nasty things to me and I wouldn't be able to remember it.
Lights
and during
change.
this whole time, it's like ding, 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 ding. It is getting downright annoying at this point. In fact, give me all of you give me a perception check. Okay. Okay.
How many 20s is that
Okay.
tonight?
A lot.
That's the third one, I believe.
It's
So,
just waiting for us to get in combat.
Rose and Flex, it's just a case of it's just getting really annoying. Tibbs and Various, you start looking around a bit, almost wondering if people are watching you, but in fact your eyes catch hold of the shadows, which are growing longer with each beat of the music box. Frias in particular, the shadows are writhing the longer this stays open.
Oh, goody. Close the
there.
box, Reyes.
Yes, give me one moment. Just cross the street or whatever. When it's ready, she'll pull out her book and start jotting some general notes.
Okay. And yeah, the light finally changes and you're able to cross.
Removing him.
There's kind of a nice stairway entry into the museum right about here. It's pretty nice looking. Just a few people coming in and out. Nothing too crazy. There is a cart along the side of the road with someone that looks to be selling food.
Now, what did they say? Where did they say the entrance was?
They said to take a right at the museum and to go towards the subway entrance. I have no idea what a subway is, so Rose?
Yeah, Rose is going to start looking for what would pass as like an entrance that goes more subterranean.
You don't see anything immediately.
Reyes, have you closed the box yet?
I'm doing some out of character writing for
Okay.
in character.
Mhm.
Oh.
You can keep walking though. I'm still kind of sort of looking at that too.
So getting something up real quick because I didn't expect you guys to reach this point yet. So give me a second.
Yes, the fear of blinking out of existence has kind of motivated Tiberius to go, go, go.
Hold up. That'll do. Okay. So let me zoom back in. Okay. You guys are kind of curving around the museum. You don't see a whole lot yet. You do see another alleyway, and more importantly, you see a sort of station-looking building up here.
Station. Rose is going to point to the building up ahead.
Is that it then?
I would assume so.
Now, what is a subway? I can get the idea of sub
It's-
meaning beneath, but
You remember that train we rode to and from Void?
the odd thing, yes.
Imagine that, but instead it propels itself under the ground.
That seems like a much more brilliant idea than most of the things that we've seen.
Yeah, it's kind of a handy way of extending a transportation network when you already have the basically topside already being so congested.
So,
Yeah, in there, Tiberius.
Lead the way. He's going to wait for Freya's to catch up with her box.
And it's a pretty lively building. You can see Suedo train tracks kind of leaving this area and heading off this area into nothingness. In fact, it looks like it's going straight into a wall of a cliff face, which that's not a problem for the train itself. More importantly, there seems to be a kind of a entryway here that goes into the rest of the building.
Rose is gonna wait until the rest of the group is caught up, and then we'll go ahead and open the door.
Okay. And inside, it's quite lively. You got people waiting for the train, but you got sort of I would say secretaries, but they're more ticket couriers, kind of behind glass walls, handing out tickets and stuff like that. But more importantly, at the very end of the building, you see a stairwell leading down. However, it is currently covered in yellow tape and barricades. Yeah,
Strength saving.
you don't yoink it. Freya's can catch it with her passive perception. So
what
you
did you
catch
try to
Tibbs.
take?
You catch Tibbs trying to take the box away from you.
Just gives his hand a tap with the spine of the book she's reading. She's reading and writing in.
How?
Tiberius.
We're in bright daylight, Tiberius.
Yo, Tiberius.
What?
What did that one person say to look out for now that we're here?
We're supposed to descend into the subway and look for red tape that says "Do not cross" and to ignore it.
Does yellow tape count as well?
Close enough. Does it say "Do not enter"?
Rose is gonna move closer to the yellow tape, see if it says anything.
Yeah, it says construction, do not enter.
Good enough for me.
You guys descend?
Well, if Rose goes, yes.
What about everyone else?
Rose is going to start pushing the tape aside and will descend down.
Okay. Can you give me perception rolls, please?
Oh, you got a license for that? Damn it!
Okay. Okay.
Laughs in Tiberius' perception.
Tips and Freya's.
Confusedly laughs in Freya's.
Okay, so let me get the music.
Oh wait, +5, 14. Never mind.
Let me just change the music.
Wish there was a way to freaking add that.
You know, if we were using Foundry, we could give you a natural bonus effect that whenever you roll perception, it automatically add +5.
Yeah, it would.
Flicks.
Oh wait, I could just do that.
Tips and Freya's, you don't tips
Can I
and Freya's.
test something real quick?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, yeah, there's the +5.
There you go.
Mm-hmm. You still don't meet the check, I'm afraid. So Tibbs and Furious, you don't see anything. You're a little too occupied with one another. But as you guys begin to watch Rose pull away the tape to enter into this kind of underground area, various Rose and Flicks, you notice that there's been a deafening silence that's come over all of you. The footsteps that you've been hearing behind you and the like, the receptionist talking, it's all going quiet. In fact, you look behind you and notice that There's no one here. But more importantly, this is different from before. There's no circus music, there's no red tinge to everything. You're still in the waking world.
Well, we are standing around for. On with it.
All
I
right.
could have sworn the building had people in it, though. Now they're gone.
What does... Do we still see... Can we still see around us, at least? Like, see
Yes.
objects in that?
Mm-hmm. There's still people walking outside. There's just no one in the building. Just you.
Now, are we still in, like, the main lobby, or did we actually descend down already? When we
You haven't
crossed-
descended down yet. You're still
Mhm.
in the building. That's why
Mhm.
you're able to see all this.
Hmm.
No, the music box is off.
The music box is closed. The only thing you hear right now is deafening silence.
And neither of us can hear it.
Mhm.
So is everyone
What-
just standing around, looking around as if they're traumatized?
So yeah.
Various. Are you perceiving what I am, or rather the lack thereof?
There's seems to be nothing here, but
You could have swore there were people just a few moments ago.
can we open the music box?
Sure.
Hmm.
Furious pops the box back open, rather willingly this time.
Mm-hmm. Did you look through the mirror?
She will turn around and focus. Well, looking in the mirror, she's looking in front of Rose, Various, and Flex.
Which direction are you looking? Are you looking down the stairs or at the rest of the lobby?
Down the stairs.
I'm going to pull you into another channel.
Oh,
It's my turn!
pizza time!
What do you think would be Freeze's favorite toppings?
Frieza? Like,
No, I was
From Dragon
I was trying to say Frias, and I got tongue-tied.
I was gonna be like, oh my god, that is weird coming from this group, huh? I think Frieza's favorite topic would probably be
Genocide.
what? That's Frieza, not Freya's.
Frieza.
I know, that's what I originally heard. Genocide. Ah!
Yes, genocide is Frieza's favorite. Keep the topping.
Frieza's favorite would probably be Dino Nagi.
Or Fey wings.
Oh.
Probably something extra spicy, possibly with the
Yeah.
pizza on fire.
Probably just fire. The extra topping is just fire.
It's I'm just imagining like the top of the pizza is like fire like a flambe, and then around the crust there's like, or on the crust there's just like rains of ghost pepper.
How's that sound, Frias?
Everyone notices Frias take a few steps back into the lobby, staring straight into the box, holding it almost against her face now.
Frias?
Frias?
What are you doing?
Frias?
Something is here. It's looking at us all.
Where-
What do you mean something is here?
I mean, where's it at?
Down the stairs, faces. Just faces with the eye sockets gone. They're looking at us all. They're waiting for us. They're looking.
Okay. Slow down.
So she's lost it.
Mhm.
They're gone now. I can't show anything, but the faces, they just started coming in from the darkness.
These faces, we wouldn't even know if there were anyone that has disappeared.
They were almost featureless, phrase, but they were frozen in a way that almost looked like they were screaming.
They just looked like no one. They were just. They looked like they were yelling.
Does anyone else that think that perhaps whatever is doing this is trying to make it so that we're afraid to actually do what we came here to do?
Either that, or perhaps it's a aspect of the music box itself.
Yes.
He did say that insanity was one of the potential downsides.
Phrase, perhaps you've listened a little too much to the tune and looked through that mirror a little too often.
Freys, as you continue to look through the mirror, you start to look through the lobby. You see larger cracks and holes throughout this entire building. More importantly, you see bloodstains
Phrase.
going into these holes as if some people were dragged.
It's time for someone else to hold the music box. Yob did say that it was the entire group's burden, not just one of us.
She's just slowly looking around the entire lobby now with the mirror. Her face looks a little uncomfortable, but she's intently looking everywhere now.
Rose, would you be a dear and tackle Freyas and remove the box from her possession? I'm not going to do it.
Rose is going to move up to Frias, and when Frias starts to turn away, is going to try to slam the box shut.
Do you look into the mirror first, Rose?
Rose is just
Or you
focused.
Or
Rose
are
is
you gonna close it?
focused on Frias, waiting until there's a moment where she looks at the least attentive and is going to reach around with an arm and just shut the box then.
Sleight of hand.
There's a big number to beat. That ain't it.
Mm-mm. Her passive perception does sadly beat that. And as you begin to reach around Frias, you notice Rose is trying to close the box.
She grabs his arm and pulls him closer.
Frias,
Can I sleight of hand
And then
it out while she's,
holds the
outside?
box almost in front of his face towards where the blood stains are
In the
heading through the
holes.
holes.
Do you look away from the mirror, though, Frias?
Never mind.
Nope.
Okay. Rose, you see the scene as well. You see gaping holes in the ground, blood smears, as if some people were dragged into these. It's not just red outsider blood. You see the various different shades of blood, almost like a rainbow massacre in some of these. It's primordial blood, too. And it's all over the building.
This must be a hot spot for some reason.
Can I sleight of hand the box close?
You can. Go ahead and try. Because that's a big number to beat. What was it? 19?
It meets it.
It meets it, it beats it! And Flix, you kind of, as they're both focusing on this, you reach in, slam the box closed. Flix and Rose, you feel like you two are in a daze. As you look up and look around.
You mean Frias?
Sorry, Frias. Frias and Rose. You remember the holes. You remember seeing what you saw through the holes, but Frias, you have an overwhelming fear and you're not sure of what.
I'm just gonna take that now and I take the box from her.
She's going to fight that.
So, consensus strength, please.
Just regular or saving?
Just regular. 19. Nope, Frias is able to keep a hold of the box, but
Frias?
you still remember seeing the bloodstains in the holes, but Frius, you have this overwhelming fear in your stomach, but you don't remember from what.
Frius.
Frius.
She's just clutching it to her chest now and looking at you all.
Frius, you need to hand over the box now. You're not acting like yourself.
Hold on. I'm gonna send something to you, Jin. One moment here.
Who you casting that on, Flix?
Frius.
Frius, you need to make a wisdom saving throw.
So that she
Oh.
dropped the box.
My strongest stat.
And they succeed.
God damn it.
I'm not subjecting someone else to what is going on here.
You remember the holes in the blood, but again, you have this terrible pit in your stomach. Like your body went into a fight or flight reflex, but you can't remember from what.
Alright, so just for this closer, Rose did cast message towards Various.
Mhm.
And then afterwards, Rose is going to lock eyes with Frius and place both arms on her shoulders. Look at me here. Look at me here. Frius. Frius, look at me here.
She does look, but she's still clutching the box.
And as she's looking at Rose, Various edges a little closer.
Mm-hmm.
Just look at me here, Frius. I glanced through there as well, okay? You're not the only one with this, okay? Do you understand me?
I wish to solve this mystery. And not being the one to hold it
That's
will make it harder to do such action.
right.
And something else. I remember the holes or something else. Something. The holes.
Don't.
Was there anything else I said?
You mentioned faces.
You don't remember that, Frius. You don't know anything about faces.
Well then.
And as she lets out that breath, Various is going to try and get the box.
Sleight of hand, please.
And Rose is trying to also keep Frius distracted by talking to her.
So would
So
it
at
be...
advantage.
Okay. Just the...
Meets it and beats it. Do you fight this, Frius? As you feel the box kind of being lifted out of your arms.
Oh, heck yeah.
Strength then.
If I see...
You can help, yes.
Okay, yeah, because I'm going to try to shift my hands down to limit her arms.
So
would this-
advantage. Advantage, yes. No, you're kind of almost in a tugging fit now with Frius over this.
Frius.
She will physically push Rose away,
Uh,
kneeling down to Various and pulling them close. You have not seen what I've been seeing. I may not remember, but this is not something someone of a weaker mind should have.
Oh,
And right
I
now-
appreciate that.
Let me finish. I trust you more than anyone else, but for right now, I wish to hold it. You will be the only one who gets this, but for
Tiberius.
now, I need to hold.
Tiberius, as this happens, you feel a twinge on the edge of your mind. I'm going to pull you into a separate chat.
So
Oh damn,
what,
double pizzaing.
Okay.
Yeah, what's
Tiberius's favorite pizza topping. Go.
something sweet? Pineapple.
I was about to say, but I was like, do I want to start this argument?
Oh. Are we going there? Are we going there?
Yeah, I don't really care what people eat on their pizza.
Yeah, it's up to them. Honestly, I don't
I mean-
mind.
My coworker has poured buffalo spicy sauce on top of his pizza once, and I was
Listen.
like,
You know what should be the bigger controversy with pizza toppings? Is
Ketchup.
fish.
Fair. That is very weird. It's been around longer, but it's still weird.
Especially some of those
Oh.
fish that taste rotten.
Oh, how I'm just imagining pizza with that clown sushi on top of it.
Ugh.
What did I come back to?
Sushi pizza.
All right.
Now, hear me out. I believe that what you're all experiencing, specifically you, Freyas, I'm looking at you, is based on the thing we're trying to stop. So if you just listen to my voice, I can't believe I'm doing this. Listen to my voice, pay attention to my words. You have to let your fear go. It is controlling you.
Calm emotions.
Do I roll something for that?
Charisma saving throws.
Gosh.
You can
dang
choose
it.
to fail it if you want to listen to him.
Mm-hmm. You fail. As you listen to him, Frias, you feel this wave of energy, this alien energy almost, kind of settle over you, and the fear that you originally felt begins to quell just a little bit. You're still shaken, but you feel a little bit better. Mm-hmm.
So,
Mhm.
listen to me. Every one of us has to trust one another. Especially you, Freyas. Because right now, whatever it is going to do everything in its power to make us slit each other's throats.
She takes a big breath, standing up from in front of Arius.
How long does this last again? Until a minute? Okay.
So for now, Freyas, it has a hold on you. You must give the box to someone else. You must trust them. We are only going to open the box when we need to, because it seems as though we give it power when we use it.
If it's becoming this big of an issue, she holds the box out in front of Arius.
And Various is going to quickly take it.
And Darius is not holding it. Okay.
Various, one thing very quickly. It appears it doesn't erase your memory from upon opening it to closing it. It seems to only forget whenever those faces are involved.
You don't remember that.
She
You don't remember that.
Oh, dang it!
You don't remember that. You actually
Dang it,
start
I
to
wrote-
pause. Yeah. Unless you're
Yeah,
looking
she
at your
stopped. No, the only thing she has in her notes right now is
notes. Mhm. Yeah, as you're talking, it's like as you begin to reach that conclusion, you kind of pause.
yeah. Let me
like,
retcon that a little.
That's fine. You kind of pause, like, wait, what else?
You don't forget everything. Maybe the memory wiping only affects when something magic happens within the vicinity. I don't know. My notes are vague in the book.
Does Rose still remember what they saw through the mirror?
You saw the holes and you saw the blood. Yes. In fact, Freya still remembers that.
Mhm.
But she doesn't remember.
Nothing.
But wasn't she told about the phases?
She was told, but she doesn't remember. She doesn't remember saying that.
Fair.
Tiberius has a point. There was whatever's happening to people here. It's extraplanar. I'm starting to think it has to do with all the other weird shit we're seeing.
Tiberius has a point. That we should likely keep moving. Flix, what are your thoughts?
Let's just get out of here.
Right. They said we had to go. Well, Tiberius, you said that they had to go down here and get to the sewers. That's where we're going.
Are you sure you want to go down there right now?
I mean, where else are we going to go?
Perhaps, maybe this is a DM suggestion. Should look into. Maybe look for some information about something like this. There is libraries. Maybe you could ask around. I'm saying this because the sewer map's not done yet.
Oh,
The little birdie's saying, DM hasn't done this part yet, please!
Maybe whatever I've seen is a good inclination. We should at least do something out here first. If I am as shaken from whatever I was seeing, who knows what will happen when we step further in. You said something about Flix and Various walking. Who knows what more they could do?
Alright, let's just take a moment. Let's collect ourselves here. Do you have a... Can I borrow a scrap of that paper, Various?
yes.
Or no, I'm sorry, I meant to be for Frias. But Various might have paper too.
Oh, then I won't even need to do that roll. She'll open her book and neatly take one of the pages out, and will hand you her only quill. And she'll start flipping through the book.
What are you looking for specifically?
She starts to look through her old notes to try and look up anything about these holes or what could cause them.
Come with me.
Oh,
Come with me to a land of pure imagination.
more pizza. The fiery pizza wasn't enough. What else would Freeze like on a pizza?
So here are my meta thoughts at this point. I think the guild took something out of the place in between where Yogg's from, and they let it out.
That would make a lot of sense.
Yeah, the guild, they've already got their hands on a lot of cookie jars. Ooh, this one's black and onyx. Let's try this one.
Yeah, like, the, Tarrasque?
I think
This feels more like they kind of stepped in and opened a door that...
Hello?
Hello.
You see Freyas frantically flipping through her book suddenly.
Frias, is everything alright?
A photograph drops from the book for all of you to see and lands face down on the ground.
Frius.
She slams the book shut. Loud
Frius,
enough
you
to
need-
make it echo.
Frius, you need to communicate with us.
There's a photograph on the ground. Face down on the floor.
If they're only paying attention to her, Tiberius is going to pick up that photograph.
Do you know the scene in Back to the Future where people are slowly fading away in a photograph?
Yeah.
You see this, Tibbs. You see there's about 4 people in this picture. Are you sure there's 4 people? But from the waist down, they begin to vanish. And Frius is one of them. One
Frius?
particular figure seems to have its face completely blank. Feel it to be in front of some sort of building.
Some sort of building.
Yes. You can't really place it. It's a different role of your own, so it's a different architecture. But there's definitely 4 figures in this. One figure has their face completely blotted out as if someone took an eraser to it. But all 4 of them are slowly vanishing, leaving behind just the building.
I said to not erase this sketch layer. God damn it! He's going to just slowly hand it off to Various.
Various, you see the exact same thing.
Rose will peer over Various at it.
You see that too. Everyone can see it.
What in the abyss's name?
Phrase is slowly starting to shake a little as she grips the book tighter.
Rose looks over to Frius. Frius, what is this? What is this photo?
Frius, this is a photo that you remember quite fondly. You don't remember... You remember at least 2 of the people in the photo, but not the one with the blurred face. This was when you graduated. This was when you graduated in your school of magic. You had others who were in your same research field, in your same sort of study, and you took this as a commemorative photo. You know who 2 of the people are, but not the 3rd. Their name escapes you. You didn't really interact with the other 2 outside of your researching days. You occasionally sent letters back and forth, but you lost contact with them as time went on. But this was a sentimental photo. And you see the exact same thing everyone else sees of it.
She takes in a deep breath through her teeth. And with her teeth still clutched, this was a photo from my past. They were colleagues.
You're starting to disappear in the photo, too.
You don't think I've noticed that? She rips the photo out of whoever's hand,
Who's
slides
holding
it where...
I just want to know who's holding it.
I think it was Tiberius.
I handed over to Various. So
Alright, so it's Various. And yeah, Frius yoinks it from your hand, just... It's a pretty slippery piece of paper.
how long has this been happening, Phrase?
This is the first time it hasn't been anything regarding... notes, whatever the notes are.
How long has this been happening, Freyas?
Anything related to me, I don't know.
I'm not asking specifically about you, Freyas. There are 3, maybe 4 individuals in this photo They're all disappearing at a different length of time. I'm asking once again, when did this start happening, Freyas?
Which do you remember when her notes from her friend started disappearing?
What notes?
She's just kind of staring blankly as you actually see tears start going down her face.
So, about not going to get this dealt with before one of us disappears, I believe that's happening right now, just in a slower set of time.
She will
Yeah.
actually hit Tibbs with her book.
And, roll to hit. Just go ahead and roll to hit for me.
What would that be?
Just a melee attack.
I don't have any melee.
Unarmed, so
Strength.
1d20 plus
Just
strength.
take the +3 off of that.
Yeah, Tibbs kind of sees it coming. He's used to getting punches thrown at him, so he's like, whoo! You miss.
Yes, rushing would get this done faster, but rushing can also bring us straight to death. And none of us can solve this if we're dead.
And if none of us exist anymore, who's left to solve it, Freyas? I, for one, don't want to lose you, so...
So cut the
perhaps we-
bullshit. You don't care.
Excuse you. I don't care.
You still feel pretty solid, though, Frias. So. I mean, you remember everything from entering the plains, at least. You remember there being notes, but at the same time, what notes at the same time? It's almost as if it's fluctuating. It's a strange, confounding feeling. And you don't like it.
She will leave the lobby, just turning away from them, leaving the lobby, and
Yeah.
going outside and basically sitting herself against the building.
Okay. I'm actually going to move everyone into the building, so this makes more sense. Here, and here.
So who wants to speak to her? Because apparently I don't care about her, and I'm not going to change that anytime soon.
Flix? Rose?
Flix is currently AFK.
Oh, right.
Yeah, putting the kids to bed.
You just hunker here. Rose is going to step outside and look left and right. Brias?
She's
Brias?
quiet.
Going to approach the corner and peer around.
And you see Frias leaning against the building. Actually reveal that area since you went out that way. No, that's not what I wanted. Reveal, not hide. There seems to
Brias?
be some sort of theater building over here. It's kind of like one of those walk-in movie theaters.
She currently has her hands over her face.
Rose will kneel down and is being careful not to physically touch Frias, but is going to at least get someone close enough so that she can still hear them in when they speak in a low tone.
Mm-hmm.
Why didn't you tell us about this sooner? This was such a concern.
Speaking through her hands, she's slightly muffled. just saying I only knew about the notes. And yet I don't remember the notes either. But they were there. But there was nothing on them? I don't know. Everything's just jumbled up. It's all topsy-turvy right now. How can I not remember the notes yet know of the notes? I can remember getting here. I could remember us being through the castle. I remember... But...
There's one main thing that you remember, Frias, is your friends. Rose, Various, Tibbs, Flix. All of those memories are fine. All of them. If anything, it's the only thing that seems to be keeping you grounded at the moment. Their memories are not fading.
Look, whatever it is you're experiencing right now, Frias, I believe you. I mean, I've seen how meticulous you are. Like whatever you brought with you, I'm sure it was there. I'm sure it was of importance. But I'm sure as you're realizing right now, that's where the rest of us are. Whatever rules this world is used to play by, those rules are changing rapidly. If you don't stay focused, keep on track, then we're gonna lose this game, and we're not gonna have the damnedest reason why we did.
You're right. One thing I can say, everything else about you all, you're fine. Just everything I'm trying to remember from before coming here seems to be going away.
If it's any consolation, I've been dealing with fragments of the past in my own way recently. There'll be time for that once we take care of the task at hand. If we don't focus on that now, there's not going to be any time left for anyone.
She lets in a big breath, lets out a big breath, removes her hands from her face, and stands back up. Oh, yeah, only a good 11 years of research. It'll all come back when we're done, I'm sure. I don't trust the box anymore. I don't trust anyone else using it. But I will let Various have it for now. I am curious on what you're remembering, seeing as how I'm slowly losing it.
You see Rose as they stand back up. They suddenly brace a shoulder against the side of the building, and a hand goes up, brushing across the temple of their forehead.
I'm guessing your memories are flowing back.
Oh, yeah. Flowing back like a tidal wave.
I feel like Amadeus said something about this in Primordials, but I think for now, I'll just try to focus on helping keep us alive.
Rose's eyes clench shut for a moment and then reopen as they straighten back up. Agreed. Let's get back to the others and plan our next move. And Rose is going to start leading Frias back into the station.
Freya's will stop him right before the door.
Various. As you open the box, I'm gonna pull you into the channel.
Oh no!
It's fine.
Rose,
Hmm.
I know I've been rather distant with people, mostly seeing as how my memories... Well, can't really tell about myself if I don't remember myself. But I am here for most of us.
I can concur with that.
I may not fully trust you, but you are the best here out of all of us. You've been doing your best for everyone. I've been trying my best, but we've had some setbacks, but I've continued to try.
Sometimes trying is all it takes.
Various's breath starts picking up, and I'm going to tell you what I see. Several faces, mouths wide, deep sunken eye holes. They were making noise, I think. I can't hear it, but I thought I did. I feel I would really like to go to ground.
Various, this is important. Do they all look alike?
Yes, they do.
Yes. They look like they. You see Belloa sort of twitching and growling nearby.
Mm-hmm.
All right. I am going to point at one. Let me know when I'm pointing at it.
It's gone.
They went back down the stairs, but something.
Frias and Rose, as you enter, you see that Various is panicking. He has the box open. He has the mirror itself facing the stairwell.
Oh, bloody hell.
Oh god damn it.
She's going to not even try to hide it. She's going to walk up and try slamming the box shut.
Do you try to stop this, Various?
Yes, because he's trying to keep his
I would say contested dex. Contested dex throws. Rolls. Ooh.
Oh.
Ugh.
let's see. Sorry, I'm having to wrestle with the UI.
Still beats it.
Oh,
but,
I'm sorry. I need to change that back to normal.
That's fine.
Sorry.
7 still beats a 4. But Various, you see it coming, kind of out in your peripherals, and you dodge below. And for a moment, you remember this must be what Frias saw, because you remember them talking about something like this before the box got closed.
No, Frias, listen to me. I am going to tell you what I saw, because you obviously forgot something that you saw. I told Tiberius and Flix here.
Okay, make it quick, but close it. We should not be here any longer. Faces,
pale, mouths wide. empty eye sockets. I swear I heard something, and then the music box drowned it out. It seemed like all I can hear is it. And there were many of them. They all looked the same in the stairwell, and I feel very, very scared. I think that the only reason I'm not running is pride.
In fact, you feel a little bolstered as you say that, Various.
You see Freya's quickly writing this down before she gently places a hand on Various' shoulder and is like, "We need to leave. We need to close the box."
Just real quick, Various, do you hear me right now?
Yeah.
I do, but it's still.
Just confirm me real quick. Did you see holes? Did you see blood, multiple colors?
You can see that as well. You can see it all over the building.
Yes. Yes.
Alright, good enough. Close it.
And you hear a voice in the back of your head before you close it, Various. And it's Pride. It's like, don't worry. I'll remember it. The ring protects me from it.
And he slowly shuts the box.
As you shut the box, Various, you're looking at everyone. You have this feeling of fear inside of you, but at the same time you feel Pride's energy kind of sweeping over you, trying to calm you down a little bit, but you don't remember what you were scared of.
What just...
You open the box.
I
Freyas grabs and pulls Various into a hug.
did?
You said you saw some faces that were screaming but not saying anything, hollow eyes, something terrifying.
You do remember, however, Various, Freya's saying they saw something similar to that. You don't remember seeing it yourself, but you remember Freya's saying it. So I'd like you to make an intelligence roll for me.
Oh, yay. Now watch me botch it.
Yep.
You botched it. Yeah,
you should have said anything.
He's shaken up.
It's making your brain hurt. You're shaken up. You're not sure what's going on. You just feel scared. You feel very scared.
Can we go?
Where?
Clip that call chat. No kidding. Yeah, clip it, someone, please.
I just hit it.
Where do you want to go?
I don't know.
All right, come with me. Now, where was that place that had the tea?
But yeah. Tiberius leaves the building. Are you guys gonna follow him?
Likely?
Sorry, I
Look,
was quickly getting the clip.
Various is going to look to Flex. Are you alright? Did you see?
I didn't see anything. I didn't hold the box. I'm not retarded.
I think they meant Freya's.
Wow.
No, he was asking Flex.
Oh, okay.
No, but
My kind apparently goes insane at the drop of a hat. You think I want to hold a magic box that apparently has eyes and faces in it? No, thank you. That's all yours.
You do feel a little better leaving the building, though, Flix. A little better.
The building was gaudy.
Tiberius is just mentally being like, I tried.
And Various is just going to slowly shamble when he's allowed to, and Bella's right behind him, sort of snarling this way and that.
Mm-hmm. Kind of
Trace
across the
will-
way. Across the way from the station seems to be another large park. And then over here seems to be a rather tall, unassuming, older style building. But you can definitely tell that there's some signage pointing that is a library.
Oh, good. Books will calm him down. Where's the library?
So this is the park up here, and the library's adjacent to it?
Yes, right here.
Mm.
So it's kind of a nice little park. It has some trees and stuff like that. More of an open area, but looks like more like across the way from like a train station or like a Greyhound station, there's like a little open area for people to wait and sit and wait for people to arrive. It's kind of like that.
Freus is going to be the mindful one and wait for the traffic signals.
As everyone bolts across the street to get away from the station.
Holds flicks back and is just like waiting for the light.
And the light does eventually go.
Zoop.
Look, I've been stuck. No, real life. I've been stuck in a bus station for 8 hours. I know. The horror.
And yeah, you see a few people coming in and out of the library. It's not super active, but you probably wouldn't expect it to be in the plane of water of all places. There's still people. There's still one or two. It's a quiet place. It's almost relaxing in here.
Look, Freys, Various. Books! Ooh! Hopefully this will calm you.
Let's.
More importantly, as you kind of look at the park area, there is an open air kind of like archway that leads into the library itself. There's a little cafe set up and stuff. Looks kind of nice.
Let's. Is it bad that I really want to take a look and make sure there are no big holes?
Don't touch the box unless it's life or death. We got a favor from the Yarg fellow, and it was quite obvious that this should only be used if one of us is in peril, not to check whether or not imaginary boogie men are trying to eat our brains.
Do you want to look in the box next time that you feel weird and see what you see?
There's just a smile on Tiberius' face. Varys, you know what I see. Every day of my life. Trust me. A look in that little mirror isn't going to do anything other than make me feel even more superior than you.
I need to make a personal roll.
Go for it.
It's almost like he wants you to forget this fear and just get angry or something.
Yeah, I know, right?
Woo!
He turns and growls for a moment.
Smug smile.
Flicks. How are you doing?
Again, I haven't looked in the box of death. I'm fine.
Are you trying to be deceptive, Flex?
No, I haven't looked in the box of death. I'm fine.
The box has nothing to do with that.
You don't have your emotional support thing.
I'm pretty sure it's the box at this point because the box is what everyone's going crazy about.
Plus,
So in my mind, it's the box. I'm not touching the death box from the death god.
what's in the box, Jokey?
I don't care. I'm not touching the fucking box.
Also, what
The
pig?
box is clearly cursed.
Also, what pig? I don't know any pigs.
Yeah, that's true.
Exactly. I don't need emotional support.
Okay.
Fine.
Maybe you can have an emotional support bunny.
No, stay away.
Come here, Tiberius.
Yeah.
Get a leg.
So, go pick a book. How about we stay in groups of 2, of course. Go pick a book, read upon it. Maybe something that has to do with sunken faces screaming in eternal agony, and we can possibly
Or
have...
get one about happy, fluffy clouds instead, maybe.
Why would you want to read about clouds?
So you're not looking at death monster magic
How
like
about,
idiots.
how
At least
about
learn how to gamble.
how about groups of 3? I'll send Belua with the group that I'm not in, and that way we can communicate back and forth.
Very well. I'll look for the scary book about faces that are missing eyes and mouths that are agape. You go look for something that'll calm your nerves.
Hold on, I need to check something.
Oh,
What
no.
is your passive? It meets it beats. Varys should no longer hold in the box.
Does he remember having the box?
Yes. Freya's is now holding it.
Frius.
Slipped right into the backpack.
Did he see it?
He beat your passive perception, so he didn't see you take it. But if you're trying to be discreet on putting it away, deception versus perception.
Or would it be sleight of hand again?
Sleight of hand, yeah, versus perception.
Would it be a normal roll?
Yeah, normal roll, because Varys isn't distracted now.
Actually, no. Is doing it very obviously.
Okay. Well, you won't need that. They're doing it
right.
very obviously. You can see Freya slipping the box into their pack.
Frius. At least have someone else hold it.
Yes, someone who has the willpower to not open the box at every drop of an ear.
I don't know
Right.
why I opened it, but there was reason.
I've
I'd
been
like-
told to open it. I'll be fine.
I'd like to say that came from someone who has a negative wisdom modifier.
What are you talking about, Nova?
Just saying.
I wonder if Bellew would be affected by it.
No, no
Go
more
get
tests.
books. Go get books. I'll look for the books of the terrible things that live in the dark. The rest of you get something light and airy like clouds.
Are you sure you want to split up?
We're sticking in groups of 3.
Are you sure you want to split up?
No. I mean, library
First
doesn't look
wouldn't
that
allow
big.
the split up.
I have a radical idea. Let's all go in together and we can peruse for something that each of us likes.
I doubt there's anything I like in there.
You can join me in looking for the Facebook. How's that?
Yeah. I guess you can reach the books on the higher shelves.
Oh, most definitely. I'm sure your eyes could probably see something.
What books
All right.
do you want?
Single file,
Let's-
everyone hold each other's paws and go forward as if we're being kits being taken to some kind of candy shop.
Now here's an OOC thought. So
Mhm.
things that get taken, we forget about,
Mm-hmm.
right?
Mm-hmm.
So what happens if Belua does? Because if they die, they don't. They just poof and can be resummoned.
In this case, the GM ruling, Belua wouldn't be affected, considering the fact that they are an extension of Various. So unless something happens to Various, Belua will be fine. Do with that what you will.
Single file, everyone take a hand.
So, if you guys are looking for books, where are you looking? What sections? What are you looking for in
Probably
general?
non-fiction.
So,
First would probably ask the librarian first if they
Okay.
would have anything on
What librarian?
otherworldly.
There was
There-
never a librarian.
So there's a librarian. But before you do that, I'm going to go eat dinner real quick. So, can you give me like 15 minutes?
Yes.
Ooh, another breaky?
Another break.
Another break.
Sorry about this.
And
I
now
need
I
to go
can
eat.
get food too. I
Go get
haven't
food.
eaten today.
Oh
Okay.
goodness, Jin.
I will be right back too.
Alright, see you in 15.